Okay, so yeah, basically, we're actually looking out for Fibonacci retracement tools. Okay, we have Fibonacci retracement, we have Fibonacci expansion. Okay, we have Fibonacci, there's retracement and then there's expansion. Now, on the Fib retracement tool is where those levels of 61.8 comes in. Okay, so let's see clearly. This is my Fibonacci tool. I'll plot from the low point down to the high point. Okay, and now you can see clearly that price came back to a 61.8 and found us support. Okay, you can see clearly that price came to 61.8 and did what? Found support. Okay, so once price gets to this 61.8, is a better opportunity for you to start looking out for what? Market structure shift, okay, or change of character. Okay, when price gets to this level, it's not just enough reason for you to do what? Buy. Okay, if price is actually coming down, do you know that price can still drop down and invalidate all this Fibonacci retracement to everything will now look as if the strategy doesn't work. Okay, so one thing you need to understand is when you are looking to buy, you need to see that the market is willing to push in that direction that you are going to. Okay, you need to see that the market is willing to push in that direction. You don't have the funds to start stacking up orders here and then pushing this buy. Okay, it's not a bad idea if you are part of the second buyers. Okay, in the forex market, it's not a bad idea if you are part of the second buyers. Okay, so now these are the first buyers here. Okay, the second buyers will actually take place after we have a shift in market structure. Okay, so let's identify the shift in structure. This is the last bearish structure here. Okay, so the moment we have a shift in structure by this candlestick here, now then we can have a breakout and then a pullback. Okay, now after the shift in market structure, this now becomes what? A break of structure. Okay, you can see here price came back to the previous high after the shift in structure, came back and then gave us a break of structure. After we had that break of structure, price came back to retest the break of structure and did what? Gave us another break of structure. Now this is a new structural point here. Okay, so now the moment price breaks through this here and closes above, here now becomes the new structural level. So now you can see again here, price will come back to retest structure as what? Potential what? Resistance. Okay, now the moment price breaks above, this becomes what? The new structure. So now this is where we are expecting price to do what? Come back into this level before doing what? Before pushing to the upside. So now what we have to do now, in order to calculate in order to get our levels, we use our Fibonacci. Okay, we use our Fibonacci to mark the high point down to the low point, and then watch out for this level. You can see now that this level is seamlessly at the 61.8 level. Okay, which is an additional confluence. So when price does its thing, give us this structure, come back here, do it like this, and then get to this point. Okay, does like this, gets to this point, touch into this Fibonacci retracement of 61.8. What we expect from price is that it goes up, break through the structure, now showing us that okay, this 61.8 level can now hold again for price to do what? Go back to being bullish. Okay, so this is the kind of structure we are looking out for. All right, so the same thing happened here when price came here, it created its own bearish structure, and then what happened? It broke the bearish structure right here, though it happened in here on a lower time frame, but on the 30-minute time frame, it happened right about here. Okay, after we had that break of structure, what then happened? Price did what? Retested the previous structure here and then did what? Gave us this impulsive move. Okay, so these are things you need to understand in the market. Okay, after it gave us this was a shift in character or a change in character, and then gave us this impulsive move that gave us this break of structure, because this shift in character high or change in character high is now the new structural high point. So price came back here with a shallow pullback and then gave us this massive move to the upside. So if you were to even wait for the breakout, you can take breakout trades at this level, stop loss below this low, and then you have your nice risk to reward ratio. Okay, without much complication of liquidity, without much complication of ISMC, or without much complication, just following the trend seamlessly will give you more profits than whatsoever you think is going on. Okay, so your ability to read the market, even as an SMC trader, if you're an SMC trader or you're an ICT trader and you're going against the market, I can assure you that you're going to lose your money. Okay, I can assure you that you're going to lose your money. Do they make profits? It's possible. Every strategy works on the market as long as you know how to enter and exit. Okay, like I said earlier, the forex market is all about who knows how to steal the most. How fast are you in your stealing? Are you so fast? Okay, or do you wait for the market to give you and then take back from you? Okay, how fast are you in securing profit? How fast are you? Okay, if you are fast enough in securing profit, if you are smart enough in securing profit, you will stay in for a longer period of time. All right, so that's just it. Securing profit is the only way you can sustainably grow as a forex trader. Okay, so I will be showing you how I get my my ideas and strategies from. Okay, so basically, yeah, um using using the trend basically. So what I do is I go to higher time frame. Now let me use another pair, Euro USD. This is gold. uh that is just all I want to be trading. You can see I've removed every other pair from my watch list. I just want to focus on gold and then work with it for as long as I can. Okay, just sticking to one trading pair is actually a nice thing. Okay, but doesn't mean that your strategy doesn't work on other pairs. It works on other pairs, but for you to have that confidence and that consistency in your trade, sticking to one pair will actually give you that edge. Okay, so now, how do I analyze the market? First thing first, I go to higher time frame, okay, which will all boil back down to what? Top-down analysis, okay? Remember, we have also top-down analysis on our price charts, on our outline, okay? On top-down analysis, what I'm actually interested in is looking out for what the big players are doing, okay? How do I know what the big players are doing? I follow structures, okay? I follow the structures. Remember, the structures are the blueprint of markets. Okay, and now you need to see where the candlestick are closing. The direction the candlestick are closing is where you know who and who are in control. You can't tell me that the market is closing bearish and then bulls are in control. No. Okay, if the market is closing bearish, sellers are in control. If the market is closing bullish, buyers are in control. You can see here the amount of bearish candle that's closed is less than 10. Okay, in this whole move from this bottom here down to this top. Okay, we just had two bearish close, so there's no way you want to tell me that sellers are in control of this market. Okay, the same way you see here, you can't tell me that buyers are in control of this market and price is still pushing down. Okay, so that since you can't really make this up, you just have to follow the direction of the trend. And how do I do it? What I do is I use this horizontal line. Okay, I use horizontal line. I observe the last bearish structure before a change of character. Okay, before a shift in character or a change of character. Now this is the last BOS because this was a break of structure. Okay, so now this becomes the new structural low, and now this becomes the new structural high. Okay, this is on the weekly time frame. Okay, I do this for the weekly, do it for the daily, and then I also do it for the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so now the weekly time frame just give me a broader overview of what I'm actually looking out for. Okay, because if you watch out here, when price came back to this level here, it was an opportunity to short this market down to this level here. Okay, and now there are certain things I will also tell you. It will be best you write them out so you don't miss out. Okay, it's best to write them out so you don't miss out. So now I mark out the high point. You can see I didn't use the wicks, rather I made use of the body. Okay, and reason because once I get a candlestick closure below here, this is no longer what I'm looking out for. Rather, it is the new candlestick closure. That is what I'm looking out for. Please come again. How do you do the mark out? Okay, I mark out the body closure. Okay, I mark out the body closure. All right, the body closure is what I'm actually interested in. Okay, I want to see price close in the direction I want to head on to. Okay, so now this was the last low here. The next candle closed, giving us this low point here, okay, which is a break of structure, remember. So now, after a break of structure, if this price was supposed to continue, sellers will have to continue closing price below. Okay, but what happened next was buyers came in, okay, and then gave us a shift in structure. So from this low point here, we now had this impulsive move from here that gave us what? This high here first, because we saw that price found minor resistance somewhere around here. Okay, so from here, okay, so from here, from this low point here, from this candlestick here, we saw that price did what? Pushed impulsively to this level and to this level accordingly. Okay, so now from here now we had price break above this structure, which gave us what? This high. Okay, and now from this point here, from this low point here, we had a break of structure that gave us what? This high. So now for me to go bearish, what must happen? I must see that price will break through this low and close below it for me to start looking to go what? Bearish. It's just as simple as that. Okay, I must see that what? Price will come down here, break and close below here for me to start going bearish. So now this now becomes my new structural low point. Okay, and then this becomes my new structural high. So now for this market to actually continue breaking two highs, two higher low to turn bearish. I don't understand. You can simplify it. Okay, so for this market now to go bullish, this high must be taken out, okay, for it to form and start going bullish. Okay, do you understand me? For this market to go bullish, it must break this structure. Okay, remember we have a shift in market structure. Now this is just a shift, it is not yet a break. Why? Because this structural low, okay, why? Because this structural low here has not been taken out. Remember, a shift of structure is just an initial change in the structural in the blueprint. Okay, it's just a structural change in the blueprint. Okay, market was creating higher highs, higher lows, and all of a sudden it created a lower high. Then we're expecting what? A lower low. Okay, so yeah, we created a higher high and then created a lower low, okay, which gave us a shift in structure. Okay, for this bullishness to continue, it must take out what? This high. And then for us to have a confirmation that the trend is bearish, it must take out what? This low. So these are things you understand. So from here becomes a BOS. From here becomes a BOS. Okay, and then here is a CHOOCH. Okay, it's just a change of character. It's not a change of structure. It's not a break of structure. It is just a change of character. Okay, for a BOS to occur, it must break this low or it must break this high. So this is just a change of character. And now a change of character signifies potential change of structure. Okay, so far so good. What we are also seeing here is that price is bringing that bullish momentum that might most likely take out this high. Okay, so now this is a market that is in a consolidation. Once you see a change of character without a break of structure, either to the upside or the downside, you can clearly see that the market is in a range. Okay, so how do you identify that the market is in a range? When you see a change of character without price taking out, without price creating a break of structure, this is now a range bound market. Okay, so this way you can easily identify a range. Okay, so now this way you can wait for price to come down to this low and then get confirmation to buy back to this high until it breaks the structure and give us a close above or below. Then we have a direction. Okay, for now we are currently in a range. Okay, am I understood? If you understand me, just drop 111 in the chat section. Just drop 111 in the chat section if you understand me. All right, all right, all right. So that's what I do for the weekly. Okay, the next thing I do is I go down to the daily time frame and I do the same thing on the daily. What if it's coming for that imbalance? It's none of my business. If price is coming for imbalance, it's none of my business. All what I use imbalance for is I use in confluence with support and resistance. Okay. If price gets to the imbalance, it can close and smash through the imbalance. It's not a confirmation that it's not 100% guarantee. It's until price come here first. Okay. It's until price comes here first and then give me that reaction before I'll say, okay, no problem. I can look to join in the trade. Okay. This imbalance you mean, yeah? This imbalance. Okay. It's until price comes here first. Price can still do this. From here, take out this low and then go back up. It's possible. There's nothing that is not possible for price action. That's one thing you need to understand. You are not the one driving price. Price may even ignore this imbalance. Okay, now let me show you another imbalance. See another imbalance here. Why didn't price go back there and take it out? Okay, so imbalances is not every imbalance that will be filled up. It's not compulsory price will fill up imbalance. Okay, it's not compulsory price will fill up imbalance. It's only if price is heading in that direction, then those imbalance cannot be targets. Okay, for internal liquidity, those imbalance can now be targets. Do you understand me? It's not because you are seeing prices here now, you will not be looking at this imbalance. That is where you'll be forcing yourself to do what? Take trades. Okay. If price is not going in that direction, it's not going in that direction. You can't force it. The only way I can see that okay, this imbalance is being tackled is if I see that price is pointing to the downside. But now I can see that price is pointing to the upside. I'm not worried about this imbalance. You understand? I'm not worried about this imbalance. Why? Because price is not pointing to the downside. If price is pointing to the downside, I can use this imbalance as potential take profit levels. Okay. First of all, will be this low. The next one will be this imbalance here. Okay. And then the all-time will now be this low, this structure here. Okay. So these are things that you need to consider trading the forex market. So the next thing I'm going to do is I have to go down to the daily time frame. This section won't be too long because I'm really exhausted already. Okay. So now this is also a candlestick formation. Which candlestick formation is this? Who can tell me? Who can tell me this candlestick formation? We just spoke about it a few minutes ago. Who can tell me this candlestick formation? Quick one, please. What is BG? What is BG? Can tell me this candlestick formation? Bearish and no, that's not a bearish engulfing. That's not a bearish engulfing. This bullish candle here is not a bearish engulfing. Not an engulfing. This is an
No, no,
engulfing.
you were talking. No, no, you were talking about the blue candlestick. Sorry.
This is an engulfing here. When it engulfs the previous candle, okay, it engulfs the previous candle here. Okay, this is more of a hammer. Okay, this is more of a hammer. It has a long wick, small body, and small upper head. Okay, that's a hammer. Okay, that's not a bullish engulfing. This is a bullish engulfing here, where it engulfs the previous candle, both the body and the wick. Okay, so this is a hammer, and then this here now can be what is this one that has a massive impulsive move, and then the next candle is a small candle that is inside um the previous candle. Okay, so all this can even give you confirmations to do what? Go short. Okay, but you see Mondays, I don't really trade Mondays like that. Okay, because Mondays manipulations are very, very massive. Okay, so and the candle is just opening. All right, so I will still need further confirmation on lower time frame. So now, like I was saying, yeah, now this forms my major structure point. This high here, okay, I'll just adjust it down to the body closure here, down to the body closure. Okay, you can see now I now have more room in this area here. Okay, so what I'm actually looking out for now is the structure, is the internal structure from here down to here. I want to see who and who is in control from this point here down to this point here. Okay, so now I have to do the same thing. I will identify the last bullish structure here that gave me that high. Okay, and then when I see that structure was broken, okay, which was a shift in character, giving me this high here. Okay, and then we had the BOS. From this point here, we now started having what? Break of structures. We had a break of structure down to this level here, and then from this level we had a break of structure down to this level here. Okay, and then from this level we had a break of structure down to this level here. Okay, and then from this level here we had a break of structure down to this low here. You understand me? Now, from this low here, we now had a shift in structure or a change of character that gave us this high here. Remember, it is just a change of character. It is not yet a break of structure. So now, price can consolidate in between these levels here. Then from this level here, we now had a break of what? Structure giving us this high. And then from this level here, we now had a break of structure giving us this high. And then from this level here, we had a break of structure giving us this high. And then from this level here, we had a break of structure giving us what? This high. And then from this level here, we had a break of structure giving us this high. And then all of a sudden, we had a shift in structure, which was giving us what? This new low here. Okay, remember, it's just a shift of structure. It's not a break of structure. It's just a shift. Okay, for what we validate the break of structure is either price breaks through this low or breaks through this high. And as you can see here, it broke the structure here. Where did it gain that momentum from? It gained that momentum from somewhere around here, because you can see there was internal support and resistance level here that gave us this high. Okay, So the moment price breaks below here, we will have a shift, which happened here. So from this level here, gave us this low. Okay, then from this level, we had a break of structure, giving us this low. From this level here, we had a break of structure, giving us this low. And then from this level here, we had a break of structure, giving us this low. And then from this level here, we had a break of structure, giving us this low. And all of a sudden, we had what? A shift in structure. Again, now a shift in structure giving us what? This high. It's not a break of structure, rather it's just a shift in structure. Okay, so the moment we have price break above, then we have what? A break of structure giving us what? This high. Okay, and then this low is now the respected low. Okay, so price can range in between this area. The moment it breaks through, what do we have? We now have another shift in structure, okay, which is giving us what? This low from this area here. Okay, and then from this, okay, from this low, where did it gain momentum? It gained momentum from somewhere around here, but majorly somewhere around here. Okay, then from this low point, we now had a proper break of structure, giving us this structure here. Now, all of a sudden, what do we have? We now have a shift in structure. Currently, we are in a shift in structure. Okay, so now a shift in structure, what happens? The market could either range here, okay, it could either range here, all right. So the market could either break above. Once the market breaks above, we have a break of structure, okay. This is currently a shift in structure, but the moment price start closing above here, we now have a break of structure. Okay, and now that break of structure can lead to more impulsive price movement until we have another shift in structure and then wait for a break of structure. Am I understood? Do you understand me? If you understand me, just drop 111 in the chat section and then we'll go from there. Okay, 111. Okay, it's just simple. All right, it's just simple. Now the same thing. Now you can see here now that we've gotten this low point here down to this high point here. Now I have to do the same thing for the 4-hour time frame to get my most relevant current trend. Okay, to get my most recent trend. Okay, my this to get my most recent trend. Okay, so what do I do? This is the daily zones, this high here, and then this low here. Okay, I just have to mark out the most recent structural low break. Okay, so from here, we now had, remember, everything here is the same thing. Okay, from here, we now had what? A shift in structure, which gave us what? This high here. Okay, the moment we break through this high, we now have what? A break of structure. So now we now have a bullish trend formation. Okay, this high, from this low point, we now had break of structure to this high, from this low point here. The same thing from this low point here, we had a break of structure this high here. Okay, and then from this low point here, we had a break of structure to this high here. So now price, what happened here? We now had a shift in structure, but what happened? Price wasn't able to break this structure to give us a break of structure, okay, to continue pushing down. It was just a shift of structure, and now in most cases, this shift of structure lead to what? Liquidity grab. Okay, so now what happened? Price had to break above this area back into the structure. Okay, so giving us what? This high from this low here. Are you seeing the way it is? You can't make this up. Okay, you just have to follow structure religiously. Okay, so now from this low here, we have price came back here and then give us a break out of this structure here. And where did he gain that momentum from? He gained that momentum majorly from this place here. Okay, after which from here we had another break of structure that gave us this area here leading to this area here. Okay, we are almost out of time. And then here now the market is currently in a range. Okay, so what is going to happen? This is where our Fibonacci comes in. We're actually looking for potential areas where we need to involve ourselves. We plot out, mark out our 61.8 level, which is where we are expecting what price to come back to. Okay, so any short we are actually taking here, our first target will be where this 61.8 level. All right, so from this 61.8 level, then we can now see price deliver to the upside. Okay, so here now inside this range here, inside this range is still market structure. Okay, from here down to this place is market structure. If the price breaks below here, it's just a shift in structure, it's not yet a change. Okay, until it breaks the low that broke this low. Okay, it's just a shift in structure or a change of character. But the moment price breaks above here is a break of structure and a continuation to the upside. Okay, these are things you need to understand so that you, first thing first, if you get your directional bias correct in the market, you are one step ahead. Okay, directional bias right, you are one step ahead. Now the next thing I have to do is that I will go down to the 30-minute time frame. Now inside this range here, now I'm looking for a break of structure that will take me to 61.8%. Are you seeing the way they are lining up? Okay, so now this is my 4-hour zone from this low here. Okay, from this low here, this is the 61.8. Remember, this is the 61.8, then this is the high point. I'll do the same thing, follow price religiously. So where can I find the last structural level? If I'm finding it somewhere around, it's somewhere around there on the lower time frame, but let me mark out this level here. Okay, so let me mark out this level. You can see even on the 30 minutes, we don't have a break of structure yet. Okay, because this is the last major move that gave us this high on the 30 minutes. So the moment price breaks below here and then give me a retest to break, then I have a break of structure. But the thing there is that from here to here is very, very low. Okay, so I would rather wait for price to change structure in between this range here to give me a continuation to the upside. So it's just as simple as that. Okay, so that's it, guys, for today. We'll declare the winner on WhatsApp. We'll declare the winner on WhatsApp. If you have any question, this is just the way I analyze my trades. Okay, so if I happen to take a trade, okay, if I happen to find an entry from somewhere around here, I still need that break of structure. Okay, I still need that. At least since I'm going to the upside, I may not necessarily need that break of structure. I just need a change of character to show me that price is willing to go to the upside. But if you are going to the downside, you need a break of structure to validate your movement to the downside. Okay, if I go down to the 15-minute time frame, okay, what I'm looking out for is price to come back here, give me this shift in structure, something like this, and then we have our move from here. Start looking to get involved. Okay, but if I go down to the 15-minute time frame, which I don't really go down that much again, you can still do the same thing. Okay, the same thing, nothing changes. What you do in the higher time frame, you still do it on the lower time frame. So now on the 15-minute time frame, I can mark this out here as my last bullish structure that gave me this high. Remember, this high is not even now, we even got it. We got it from the 4-hour time frame, this area here. So now this was the last structure that gave me this high. So now the moment I have this price impulsive move down to this place, it's just a shift of structure. Now, after the shift of structure, this is the high of the shift of structure. Then from here, we gain momentum to break structure. So on the 15 minutes, we have a break of structure. So 15 minutes is already bearish. So what I'll do is that I'll wait for price to come back here, then give me reactions. And then from here now, I can start taking my trade to go short. Are you seeing how it looks here? So from here now, I can start taking my trade to go short. Target one is the two. And this is how I get my entries. Okay. This is how I get my entries. It's not magic. Okay. It's not magic. All right. So this is how I get my entries. From here, I can get a short entry to this point. Okay, the same thing here. From here, this is the last structure here, because from here we had this break of structure to this level here. Then we had a shift in structure down to this high. Okay, and then from this high, from this low points here, we now had the break of structure that gave us this high. From here we had this high here. Okay, so the as long as price is still inside here, price is still bullish. As long as it is still inside here, the moment it breaks below here, it's just a shift in structure from being bullish to bearish. And another way you can notice if price wants to turn bearish is if price takes out this high here. If price had done something like this, taking out this high, closed above, and then come back down, this now becomes the new structural high. Okay, and then this becomes the new structural low. Then what happens? Price will just have to retrace back up into this level and then drop. This is where you are going to be looking to do what? Short the market from. It's just as simple as that. Stop loss could either be above here, since it's the 15 minutes, it's just about 12 pips. And then you target where? You target 1:2. Okay, just like this. Okay, just like this, you have good high probability setups. All right, so thank you all for joining in. I hope you enjoy this gaining insight to how I perceive the market, how I analyze, how I see the market. Yeah, it's actually a thing of joy to share my ideas and strategy with you guys. I'm really excited. Trust me, I'm really excited to have you guys here. Uh, if you can religiously practice this, following price action carefully, okay? If you can religiously practice this, following price action carefully, trust me, over time you will have results, okay? Over time you have results. And then it all boils back down to patience. Patiently waiting. You can see how these things are, okay? You have to patiently wait for them. Okay, you have to patiently wait for those setup. It's not something that you rush. If you rush, you are only making up the liquidity. Okay, if you rush it, you're only making up. Like now, I'm not really seeing anything that is making me go short here. Okay, I'm not really seeing anything that is going to make me go short here until price does this thing that I say you should do now. If price goes above here, break and then break below here, it's only going to give me a shift in structure. Okay, then once I get that shift in structure, I'm now going to wait for. I can either join the shift in structure if I see that the momentum to go bearish is strong. I can join that shift in structure to break structure, giving me a break of structure. Okay, so that's just it. Thank you guys for joining. I'm seeing your messages. I'm seeing your love. God bless you, sir. I really appreciate. I'm seeing your salutes. I see your love messages. Thank you all. Yeah, I think I'll just give the Profem challenge to Sani Said. He has been here from the day one. He has been here from the day one. He has engaged in the class. He has um he has done his assignments properly. Yeah, so it's all right that I give him the Profem challenge, because that was part of the rules uh in the beginning. Okay, so the rules stated that you have to join from the day one till the final day. At least he has been able to take notes. Tosin Amos. Okay, Tosin Amos, send me a message on WhatsApp. I don't really know what's your name on WhatsApp. Tosin also. Were you the one I was looking for a few minutes ago? Because I was looking for you where it was supposed to be Sunny, you and Sunny that were in the top category. Okay, you and Sunny were in the top category. See what's going to happen here. Okay. Um how I'm going to do it. How I'm going to do it. But in the previous call, I was actually looking for you. I don't know. Mm, how am I going to do it? How about you? If I'm going to do it this way, I will have to give everybody a profit. Let's just continue chatting on WhatsApp. Um yeah, let's just continue chatting on WhatsApp. Okay, check your assignment. I will check your assignment because I was looking for Tosin. Yeah, because you sent it to my DM. You sent it to my DM, correct?